the game after to YouTube, just with your permission?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, welcome to round 7 of my RNT online regional matches. Now, this match was against Rob Lucci, and this was actually a really weird match for me. So we're gonna see how this match goes. Right now, we're just discussing whose dice we're gonna roll. And just as a disclaimer, for those who also recorded their matches, you need permission from your opponents to upload the match. If you do not have it in your video, you will not be allowed to upload it. You can't do it. RNT gave me permission. They said as long as you have permission from your opponent and you have that in the video, it should all be good. And currently we're just on the mulligan right now. I saw my hand, thought it was absolute garbage, and just, yeah, we chose to shuffle it in a heartbeat. We're gonna power shuffle when you see a specific hand and you're just like, nah, we're not even risking it. We're gonna power shuffle this, and we're gonna hopefully make sure it's all mixed up and just really good. So we're going to see how this game goes. I think we're on the play, if I remember correctly. We might not be, but we're going to see how this is going to go. So we are not on the play, so we go ahead and go second. Looking at our hand, we have a lot of 1-drops, but no searches, if you guys might be able to tell. We've got Dogura, Makino, Otama. We've got a lot of stuff. So we start with playing Dogura, and we also play a Makino, which is pretty good, and we're just explaining Dogura because not a lot of people actually know what Dogura does, but it's really good in the lore deck. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and see what the Lucci player does now. He is going first. Well, he went first, and it's his second turn now. He can swing with the Lucci. He might just choose to swing 5. He's got lots of cards in hand. He could definitely play a Branu to go ahead and search his top, or a Spandam. Or he could even play a Kobe maybe. So he just chooses to swing 5. We do take that life. And he plays a TCG and passes turn. We go ahead and draw for turn. We drew a Nico Robin, and we've got a Trafalgar Law in hand. We've got the Law blocker in hand. Very good there. But right now, we don't really have the resources to justify it. So we go ahead and swing 6 into lead. Then we pay 3, play a Nico Robin, and we pass for turn. Right now, so it's the Lucci player's turn now. He's kind of separated his Don a bit, kind of telling me that he's probably going to make a 3-cost play and a 2-cost play. Maybe play a Fukuro, possibly put 2 Don on something. We're going to see what he chooses to do. He could also just play a Kaku. No, he goes ahead and swings for 5 with the TCG. So, will we take the hit with the TCG? It's probably best to counter out this hit. We choose to 2k counter with a Brook. Probably not the best, but we do choose to take another 5k counter. And I think we picked up an Otama there. And he goes ahead and plays a Borsalino. Borsalino and passes turn. Alright, so our turn comes about. We've got a lot of cards in hand. We go ahead and drew into a Robin from the looks of it. Very good draw there. Not really against black in general, but it's still a good card. So we go ahead and play the Otama. Otama's probably going to go ahead and decrease the Borsalino realistically. Or, actually no, probably the TCG, just because then we can go ahead and swing with the Robin. Robin can go ahead and kill the TCG for free, and we get to go ahead and hit into the Lucci, decreasing his hand size a bit or giving him an extra life and just whittling him down. We want to be aggressive, we want to make it so it can happen. And also, he could just rest the Borsalino, and if he does, we might just go ahead and swing everything into the Borsalino. So we rest the Makino, go ahead and put it on the Dogura, and Dogura swings for 5. So we're going to go ahead and swing another 5 in, just trying to bait out this Borsalino, I think, right now. And he discards a Hina from his hand. And we're just looking at our hand now, debating what the best play is. We go ahead and swing for 6 into life now. Trying to get him to waste a card in hand. Probably, well, no, actually, I was going to say we should have swung for 7, but it wouldn't have worked if we swung for 7. So we've got 3 Don up. We're going to rest 1, probably play another 1-drop here. What 1-drop we're going to play? We're going to play another Otama. Not really the 1-drop that I would like to play, but I guess I don't really have any other options in hand right now from the looks of it. And we're going to go ahead and Shambles Law, so we can go ahead and play the Robin from our hand for free and return an Otama to our hand. So just building our board. Sadly, no searches whatsoever. We haven't got any Namis, we haven't got any Dadans, we haven't got any Bonnies. We can't really siphon through our deck, but the board is actually in a pretty good state right now. So we're going to see what the black player does. Will he Sakazuki us? Will he go ahead and play something else? He does Sakazuki us. One of the best plays that any black deck can do against Law is just drop Sakazuki, killing the 5-cost blocker. But he does go ahead and discard a Isho. So he does go ahead and lose that from his hand, a big swinger there. So we're going to go ahead and see how he chooses to play this. He might just swing into the Robin with the Lucci. He might kill the Dogura. We're going to see, because he does have 1 Don up still, so he could just swing 6 into the Robin, getting rid of the Robin problem right away, which would be good for him, I suppose. But we're going to see where he goes with this. And I remember during this game as well, like, he fought a lot, but, like, I allowed it just because, well, in One Piece, I feel like this is a game where you hit very important areas where both players just need to think. You just hit a point where you have to think. And he does go ahead and swing 6 into the Ghidorah, restands the Lucci, and then double Buddha Wave, and then Reese swings with the Lucci again, probably into the Robin, and we just let it die there. But yeah, like, you do have to think quite a bit in this game, so that's why I kind of, like, during this match, I let my opponent take their time, think about it, and even at times 2 speed, you will see, like, big gaps at times, because it's just, like, big brains, thinking, you gotta be careful. So we drop the double Otama, decreasing the Sakazuki down to 3, meaning that Nico Robin will be able to just wipe this Sakazuki off the board, and we go ahead and put 2 onto the Robin and swing for 6 into lead. He takes it and we kill the Sakazuki. Very good there. We then put 1 onto our Law, and we go ahead and swing for, well, 6 again into life, and we're gonna see what he does here with that. So he might take it, he might not. We're gonna, like, it looks like he's debating, because I think he's got like 2 or 3 cards in hand right now, and he does choose to counter out. And we go ahead and play a Chopper, rest 2, return the Otama, and then play the restand Law. Not the Law that we want to see, but hey, what we gonna do? So he goes ahead and gets 2 Don there. Looks like he's separating his Don, thinking about what he wants to do. Like, he's on 9. Not really the best number for this deck to be on. Like, he would want to be on like 10 realistically, so he can put down a Kuzan. But with this, he can put down another Sakazuki. He can put down an Isho. Like, he does have a lot of options to put down here. So we're gonna go ahead and see what he chooses to do. Like, he's on 2 life. I'm on 2 life. We've got the Nico Robin. We've got a lot of characters on the board. Sadly, the characters we got on the board aren't great. Like, we've got Otamas with 0 power, so we would need to put 5 Don on each just for them to swing. But we're going to see how this goes. So he's just thinking right now, debating what his plays are, debating his necessary actions. As I said, I did let him think quite a bit. I said, take your time, man. We've got a lot of time left. Like, it's fine. Take your time, think, I want a fair game. Like, that's what I want from One Piece. So he goes ahead and swings 6 into Robin, I think that was, and I chose to block with my Tony Chopper. And does he choose to restand the Lucci? No, it looks like he's going to pay 6 Don. So there's probably a Sakazuki coming down. Like, it would make the most sense, right, for him to put down a Sakazuki here, just because he's got the 6 Don there. He's got 2 left as well, so it means that he could go ahead and use the Buddha Wave or the Black Event that costs 2. I just call it Buddha Wave because it's literally got the Buddha on it, because that's, oh, I can't remember his name, Sengoku's Mythical Zone fruit. So he's going to go ahead and organize them. He's going to go ahead and swing 7? 7 where? I think it might have been at the Robin. Like, the Robin might have been where he chose to swing here. We go ahead and counter for 4 to keep that Robin alive. And let's see what he does. So he's got the 6 Don left. So he can definitely drop... Yep, he does drop a Sakazuki here. Goes ahead and discards a card. Which is good for him. It's good for him, definitely. And he's gonna... I think at this point he was just debating what he wanted to kill. Like, either the Restand Law or the Nico Robin. Like, he was having a big debate just because, obviously, if I can just start bouncing the Yotamas and just bring them back, I can just kill the Sakazuki again for free, which wouldn't be great for him. But I can't remember exactly what he chose to kill. Like, the best choice in my opinion here is just to kill the Restand Law, just because I have to top deck my Law here, or I have to top deck a Bonnie that can get me into a Law. So there are a lot of options that he can go for to, you know, choose to kill. Like, the Robin is a guaranteed murder. He does choose to kill the Restand Law though. Okay, so we draw for turn, and we go ahead and get to 10 Don. So at this point, he's got 2 life left. We've got the Nico Robin. He's got the Borsellino. Like, we've got to kind of think, where's the best play to go? So we go ahead and swing 6 into the Borsellino, making sure that thing is dead. We do not want that on the board anymore. We put 1 onto the Nico Robin and swing for 5 into life. He goes ahead and takes it with no trigger. We rest free to play a Zoro, and we swing 8 into life, putting him on 0 life. Okay, so right now, it looks to be pretty good in our favor. Like, he takes his life here, we can win on the next turn. Okay, so this point, we can win at the next turn. The problem is we've got no cards in hand. He's got the ability to restand that Lucci, so he can technically put us to 0 life. So we're going to have to see what he currently chooses. Because if I remember correctly, this was a very big think turn for him, where he had to just think really hard about what he wanted to do. And it was like, because he knew he was on 0 life. If he doesn't do anything, if he doesn't establish a board, he kind of just dies. So it was a very interesting kind of board state at this point, where he had to think and just decide what he wanted to do. So we're going to go ahead and see what he does choose. At this point, I was thinking to myself, if I remember correctly, like, we should probably win this. We've got at least 3 swings on the next turn. So as long as he doesn't put down, like, 3 blockers, we should be fine, because we can put 5 on the Otamas, and we should be good, right? So we're going to see what he ends up doing here. He's just looking at his graveyard, thinking, oh, where can I go? What's the best choice? And it's interesting to see, because he knows that I have no cards in hand at this point as well. He knows I have no cards. He knows all I've got is the Nico Robin, the 2 Otamas, and the Zoro. And he goes ahead and plays a Kuzan. He draws for turn, and for his draw for turn, if I remember correctly, he drew something very good. So he swings for 7. He then goes ahead and swings for 9. And his draw for turn was a Meteor, which allowed him to kill a character, use Lucci's ability, and restand, meaning that I just lost. I lost to the luck there. We drew no searches, we drew no real big combo plays, and there was a lore in our life. So yeah, he top decked out of it for the win. Very unfortunate, because I know for a fact he drew that off the Kuzan, because he never changed his hand. But it was a very good game against him nonetheless, and he was a very good opponent to play against, even though at the end of it I was a bit salty, I won't lie. But it was a good game, and seeing Lucci play off, it was interesting, because Lucci is a deck that is very good in its own right, and it was fun to play against. But yeah, that was this match, guys. Tell me what you think of it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in round 8.